So why not just keep this new release train rolling? Another one that's gonna come out very, very soon at stores near you and is available at a few stores now. Probably my favorite release from 2019. No, definitely so far my favorite release from 2019. I don't want to spoil it, so just stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? My name is Joshua, and this channel is our channel, ScentSense. All you people who already know about this channel because you are friends and family of this channel, to you people, the loyal subscribers, thank you so much. And to all you new people who are checking out the channel, maybe for the very first time, and you haven't decided if you want to stick around, we're a bracket buster, bro. We're that 14th seed, that bracket buster team, that Cinderella team that rises to the top like a phoenix. Today we'll be talking about a highly anticipated fragrance from the house of Dolce Gabbana. It is easily my favorite fragrance so far this year, and it's definitely because it reminds me of another fragrance. You're just gonna have to pay attention and stay tuned because I'm gonna talk so much more about it. The fragrance we're talking about today is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Sun. So while we're at it, let's just go ahead and break down the box. Some people think it looks tacky and cheesy. I think the box is really, really cool. I kind of like the vibe of it. It's got this really cool, old school look. It almost has like the look of what would be on like some stained glass. I really think the box presentation is really neat. It says limited edition right there, which I'm guessing this is gonna be a short release. So guys, you may wanna grab onto it, think Invictus Aqua. Not saying it's that good yet, but you never know. Of course, you got your ingredients here, a website of where to get it at, punched in code on the bottom, barcode, you know, the standard stuff. Let's go ahead and pop open this bad boy. As you can see, the bottle looks really, really chic. I think it's probably, in my opinion, the best looking light blue bottle. It's got this really, like, almost nostalgic look to it. It almost feels like it reminds you of a time when things were simpler, and it just has a really cool, like almost like one of those vintage filters on like Instagram or whatever. Really, really cool bottle. As you can see, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. On the bottom you have a matching barcode, some more random information, and it's got the same classic cap, white on the top, gold on the bottom. And yep, you guessed it. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think it's ridiculous that I low-key hope one day one of these fall, because I just think it would be comical. It would suck because it'd probably shatter, but comical. Jumping right into this one, this is going to be probably, if not number one of the top rated summer scents on my top list for summer. It is spectacular. There are some people who are gonna say this is a lazy release. There are some people who are gonna say, oh my God, it smells like rotten grapefruit. But at the end of the day, this is a fresh, juicy, yummy, inviting fragrance. Let's just put it to you this way. I bought this sucker for lunch on my lunch break. I came into the office, I sprayed it on. All the ladies who work for our company were there, including a very, very nice, sweet, and what some of you guys may call attractive lady, Miss Marcella. And all of them said, you smell so darn good. They smell me every day. They say I smell nice every once in a while, but they all made a point to stop, turn, and tell me how great this smells. Now again, some of that might be because I'm known as, oh, the cologne guy at work. But at the end of the day, they don't always make these kind of compliments. And you can kind of tell by the enthusiasm in the compliment when they're just telling you that to maybe give you a pat on the back, or when they really like it. And for this one, I think I'm a pretty good judge of character, and they really like this one. So let's go ahead and spray some in the air so we can get a refresher. And to be honest, I just love the way it smells. So before we jump into how I feel, I'm just gonna go ahead and ramble off the notes for you. Starting off at the top, you have bergamot, ginger, frozen grapefruit, and ozonic accord, whatever that means. In the heart, you're gonna get rosemary, cypress, cedarwood, and coconut water. And in the base, you're gonna get vanilla, vetiver, oak moss, and white musks. The reason why I've fallen so deeply in love with this is because one of my favorite cheapies of all time, a very underrated fragrance in my opinion, but a very looked down upon fragrance, not in my opinion, the opinions of many others, is Adam Levine by Adam Levine. I love the note of grapefruit in fragrances, and if it's done very well and it's balanced well, it smells very, very inviting, fresh, and invigorating. Out the gates, of course, you're gonna get a blast of bergamot. You're gonna get this ozonic accord, which I'm guessing just is a fancy way of saying slightly airy. A very fresh ginger, and of course, a delicious, delectable, and juicy frozen grapefruit. I guess it's supposed to give off some kind of like cooling effect, like maybe like a grapefruit drink that's on ice. In the middle, you're gonna get rosemary, cypress, and cedar, which are actually in the fragrance Gucci Guilty Cologne, which I've already previously reviewed this week. But this one is done better because I find that the sweetness that is put into this one and how pronounced those notes are is done way better. So Gucci, take a note. This is how those fragrance notes are supposed to be used, bro. You're gonna get some added sweetness from the coconut water and the vanilla. It's definitely gonna be a very, very sweet, fruity fragrance. This is very, very fresh. It's not overly done. The vanilla is a solid player, but it's a solid player in the background. It doesn't have to just get up in your face. The vetiver, white musks, and oak moss lend a kind of earthiness to this fragrance, which keeps it away from getting too cloying and entirely too sweet. I think this is something that could actually be worn by a woman. I find that Dolce Gabbana Light Blue, the original, has a very, very good and strong similarity to Versace's Mano Fresh, and I find that in the same way that a man could wear the female version of Light Blue, in my opinion, a woman can wear this easily. In fact, one of the ladies I work with, I sprayed it on her skin and it smelled completely different than on mine, but it really, really, really worked on her. So ladies, if you're looking for a good one and you don't care for the female version of this would probably work for you. When it comes to longevity, this one works very, very well. I sprayed about 6 to 7 sprays on myself and it lasts throughout the entirety of the day. The day I wore this, it was about 75, 77. So I'm sure in the hotter months, it'll maybe even work better. It may disappear quicker, but it may project better, especially on some hot, moist, sweaty skin. I think this would be a perfect at the pool scent. I think this would be perfect beach chilling scent. I think this would be perfect for hot summer months. I got somewhere between 8 and 9 hours. I know that sounds crazy, but the first 5 or 6 hours were what you really want from a fragrance. The last 2 or 3 hours were really, really faint. It was pretty much a skin scent, but at that point, it smelled like you had just maybe left the beach or maybe just left the pool. Kind of that smell where you still have your skin is very moist from the water and you still have maybe some lotion on from the suntan lotion. Maybe you have some kind of fragrance on, maybe your personal body skin and odor that your body gives off. A combination of all of that is what this will smell like in the last 2 to 3 hours. As far as projection goes, this one is definitely gonna push out for the first 2 to 3 hours. And then after that, like I said, it starts to rein itself in. And then it's kind of just what I like to call ever present. It's there, you're gonna get wafts, you're gonna walk by people, they're gonna get a little bit of a whiff of you. And I think in the hot summer months, it's gonna definitely project even more than it's currently projecting on me now. As far as sillage, walking up and down the halls at work, everybody could smell me. Somebody said, "Is that a fruit basket?" Which made me laugh really hard because I work in an oil field setting and companies always bring us free stuff. And they always put it in the kitchen and everybody goes grab something. It might be biscuits or maybe some cupcakes or just something random. And somebody thought I was a walking, moving fruit basket. When it comes to compliment factor, I've already told you about that, but I'll touch on it again. This, I think, will be probably one of the most popular scents in summertime. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about it. I think there's going to be a lot of buzz around this one. No, I don't think it's just going to be some kind of hype train. I think people are just going to genuinely really, really enjoy this. I think, in my personal opinion, if this is not in the top 10 of most summer scent lists, it's going to be because they either don't have it or they just don't want to be like everybody else, because I think that this one is definitely going to be up there. As far as pricing, the 2.5 ounce bottle goes for $68 and the big boy goes for $88. Now I know what you're thinking. The Gucci Guilty Cologne was a full-size bottle. This was a full-size bottle. got a good deal on them. I'll leave it at that, but I hit a sale and I had to grab it. It just made no sense not to. When it comes to if I would buy this or not, definitely easy buy, super easy decision. Didn't really even have to think about it. I'm telling you right now, if you want to take the original DNA, let that sink into your skin, and then throw on top of that some fruity accords with this grapefruit, and you just want something that's going to be more beachy, more summery than the original, using that sea saltiness, but adding with the rest of what this fragrance brings with the sweetness and the citruses, definitely worth buying, definitely worth paying for it. And to be honest, it's really not that expensive. It's actually one of the cheaper ones that's out there. When it comes to full retail, people, calm down. It's not that cheap, but it's cheaper than most. So let's talk about it, people. Let me know if you smelled this. Leave a comment below. My buddy Nish Ramsey said it smells like rotten grapefruit. I think he's wrong, but I still love him. So if you think it does and you've smelled it before, just let me know down below. If you've smelled it already and you think it's as great as I do, let me know down below again. If you haven't smelled it before, it's currently available for sure at Dillard's and also at Lord & Taylor. So if you have one of those two around you, you can definitely get your crusty mitts on this bad boy. Alright, that about does it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. I sure hope you liked it and I sure hope you learned something. If you want to join the ScentSense family and be a fellow sensation, go ahead and subscribe. Click the red word. It's easy. It's not hard. If you don't want to, just keep on coming back. And if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. But if you do subscribe, go ahead and smash that notification bell. That way when my videos come out, each and every one of you will be the first to know. I mean, you can't all be the first to know, but I'm talking to you as if it's just me and you. You know what I'm trying to do here. And as always, I'll smell you later. Peace!